welcome back to my channel. Today I have a story of how someone threatened me. Yeah, so when was it? Friday night after Friday night when I left work. I usually my work schedule is not constant, and so I get off at work at various times. I leave work and I arrived at my train station, and I saw this girl that I always see on my train line. Now I've seen her like 2 or 3 times before, and every time that I've seen her, I've noticed that she's kind of watching me, and but it's almost as if she wants me to know that she sees me. So I was thinking, and she wears a hijab. Now I'm not gonna assume that she's Muslim. I have no idea, but every time I see her, she wears a hijab, right? And she has different like colors or whatever. She usually coordinates. So if she's wearing a black dress, it's a black hijab. So Friday night when I saw her, she was wearing blue and white plaid, like small print plaid all over, and she was always wearing pink or red lipstick. So the times when I've seen her before, when I'm getting on the train, I notice that she's watching me to see if I'm getting on the train. So when I noticed that she's watching me, I switched and I went to a different car altogether. That this was the last time, and I'm like, why is this girl always looking at me? And like, I swear she's one of them persons that like, you have foreigners who travel all over the world to preach the word to people, and introduce like their religion to others, right? So I thought that, you know, she was one of those persons. So usually, like, if you smile with them, they'll take it as the welcome, or you know, this is the okay to come over and speak with me. So I was like shocked Friday, like in such shock that when she did what she did, I was just like, what the shocked. So I've always managed to, like, you know, elude her to say, and she always gets off at my workstation. So I think she lives in that area. So Friday night when I was coming from work and I got to the train platform to go to Churinkan, right, from my station. So my station to Churinkan station, right? Well, I usually come off before Churinkan, but the train is bound for Churinkan. So I noticed that so the local train just arrived and I didn't manage to catch it, so I was going to catch the other train. So I decided, you know, I really want to pee, let me go to the bathroom. That's why I didn't try to catch the first train, the train that was just leaving, right? And I see this girl when I'm going towards the bathroom, and she sees me. Usually when we see each other, we notice that, oh, okay, I see you, you see me, kind of thing, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm just going in the bathroom. It's just another one of them situations. She gives me the faint smile that she always does, and what's up with this? Just keep on riding up. I'm feeling kind of Jamaican today, in my Jamaicanness, which is, I really want to cuss, and but let me give you the story in the best English that I can, because right now I'm broke out in some Jamaican, and yeah, okay. So I was going to to the, I had a feeling that she was gonna come into the bathroom to try and talk to me. So like I dashed in the bathroom and I went to the disabled section, not the regular people section. And you have to like pull the door for it to like close, and because it's disabled, it's larger than the regular bathroom door, so it took a while to close and latch. The girl pulled the door open and did like this and said something in some language under her breath. In my shock, I was just like, what the f? And as soon as she did this, she dashed off. I wanted to pee so badly that I just said, what the f? In shock, closed the door and went ahead to pee. It's like, you know, one of those moments when in Jamaica we say, if I did ever me. I had one of those moments where like you don't know what you would do in the state of shock, right? And it's like, as soon as, wait, what just happened? And I went outside, I was like, oh, she's gone, because I really wanted to just grab her, grab that. So I'm like, now I'm gonna have to walk and watch my back and watch out for this chick, because I don't know what she's going to do the next time we see each other. I know that I want to go up to her and like, what the hell is that about? Because I don't know you from, me don't know you from Adams. I do not know you. So are you confusing me for somebody else? Or what the hell is the situation is what I want to know. And see, I'm trying to make sure that I can see myself, so I'm doing this mirror thing with my phone just to make sure that yeah, because the front camera is has less megapixels. I think it's like 12 megapixels, and the back one is like 18 or something of the sort. I don't remember the specs of the phone, but yeah, so I prefer to work with the back camera. So I'm doing this mirror thing. It's a cheap version, yay. Right, so back to this girl, so the next time now, like, so I posted in the group on Facebook for black women in Japan, and like they are saying that the police won't do much without evidence or whatever, because like after the shock wore off, I'm like, oh, so I'm gonna have to report this to the police and all kinds of things just in case shit happens, because I'm in a foreign country. I don't know her status, if she's married to a Japanese person or whatever the case may be, right? So Saturday when I went to work, I started work early, so like I wasn't gonna try and like report it to the police in the morning because I didn't have the time. So after work I went to the station and to the police station at the train station, and there was a sign hanging on the door saying that the policemen are out on patrol and I should, if you need help, call the phone. So I went ahead and tried to call the phone. Hello, moshi moshi, eigo ga wakarimasu ka? Eigo wakaranai, gomenasai. I'm like, okay, arigatou gozaimasu. Hung up the phone. Like, so basically I asked him if he could speak English. He said no, he doesn't understand English and he's sorry, and I thanked him and bye bye. So I'm like thinking now, as a foreigner, when shit happens, because it's the first time I'm like, this has happened to me. I've always heard of people being followed, but like not trying to report shit to the police, or either they have been in an accident and the police just arrive on the scene, but not where you need to go and actually report something just in case. So I'm wondering, no, what the hell should I do? I'm gonna try and contact my embassy to see if they can help with the situation, and I'm gonna go back to the police station because I have time off. I'm gonna leave home on my time off. So when I go back to my workstation, I'm gonna check the police station again to try and see if they can find her on camera or something. But when I posted in the group, they said that police won't do anything without evidence, because that's how they operate here, like hard evidence. And so they advise to walk with scissors, and pepper spray is illegal here. So even if I try to, you know, harm her or protect myself using pepper spray, then it's illegal. And if I see her, which when I do, I plan to go up to her and be like, what the hell was that about? So I don't want to look as if I'm the one attacking her. So I'm thinking now how best to go about this situation without looking crazy and as if I'm the one causing the problem, because how police look at things here based on what people around see. If they see me go up to her, the next time I see her, they won't know the backstory, so they'll be thinking that I attacked her or some case. So I want to report it to the police before I should have to like go up to her and say anything or do anything, because I'm like, bitch, what? And then now I'm wondering if she even speaks English. I don't know if she speaks English, because she said something. It sounded as if she was cray-cray, but I don't know if it was another language, because she just mumbled something under her breath and ran off. It's the same as if she was scared to even do whatever she did. I don't know, but if she was brave enough to come in the bathroom and open the damn door, right? So I don't know. They say Japan is safe, but quote unquote safe. Like, you can never take anything for granted. Check. Okay, you can never really take, you know, safety here for granted. You always have to be vigilant. I have been followed home before, and like the guy, I can tell, was definitely cray-cray. He was definitely cray-cray, because I walked across the street at the stoplight, and he was going, and I was well, it depends on the direction, but like we cross each other this way, right? So as soon as you realize, oh, it's like in his head, oh, foreigner, black person. It's like he turned around and started to follow me home, and it was winter, so I had on my hoodie over my head, and I realized that you know when you can see the shadow behind you, because I always walk, and even though I'm looking ahead, I'm always like looking, you know, to my side, like see if anything is coming up behind me, right? So I noticed that he was coming up behind me, and so I started to walk faster. But when he noticed that I noticed him, he stopped, right? And I kept on walking, looking back, and every time that I would look back, he would stop. So I realized that, so I kept on looking back for him to, like, I see you, why are you following me, stop. So like my road that I take is kind of it has corners, and there's a hill to come up to my apartment. So when I got on the hill, there was a vehicle and some other people coming down, and as soon as I realized, oh, distraction, or people in the vicinity, I dashed off, and like, because it's a corner, whenever he would come up on the corner, he would not know which direction I turned, so I just ran straight to my apartment. So I managed to like outsmart him, I should say, in that situation. But and I have been on the lookout for him ever since, and I have not seen him since that situation. But he definitely looked cray-cray. I've heard that Japanese women actually have to, they are followed here well, not constantly, but all the time. Like how the Japanese society is set up is like women are made out to be the villain in situations where they are the victim, kind of, right? So you have a lot of sexual harassment, women being harassed on the trains, and say for instance, like someone gets harassed and she decides to go and report it to the police, and then it blows up in the media, and then he has to lose his job. Then society turns on that woman to say, oh, you caused him to lose his job, now he can't take care of his family, kind of situation. So because of that, women don't usually report being followed nor harassment situations. So it's tricky here when it comes to those things, and women aren't believed, unfortunately, and men have the upper hand, for the want of a better term or phrase. So yeah, there's that to deal with, and also, like, in terms of safety, there have been stories of people committing crimes. A lot of them are crimes of passion, or just people just downright crazy, but this stuff does not get out into mainstream media. It is hush hush, because the perfect image must be maintained. Japan is a safe country, but it is safe in comparison to other countries. When you look at the crime rates here, it is very, very low. Well, it is lower than most countries, but they have a lot of petty crimes here, cults and all those things. So it's not as perfect as people would like to make it seem or believe. So like what happened to me on Friday just, you know, reinforces how we can never take anything for granted. So I'm like, I'm still kind of in shock, and it was a little difficult for me to sleep Friday night because I was like wondering what the hell was that about. Seriously, what the hell? So I eventually got, well, I guess I'm pretty strong, because I managed to go to work Saturday, did work, I worked Sunday as well, and you know, I got through it, and I wasn't like paranoid or anxious, or you know, like, no, whenever I took the train, I would just look for the bitch, because I'm on ready, like, what, you know? So yep, I'm gonna I'm thinking how best to protect myself. It's not, well, learning self-defense would be a good move, but to find someone to do that here, or maybe I can watch some videos on YouTube to find out, you know. But yeah, it's just crazy. So is Japan really safe? What situations have you experienced here? Tell me about it in the comment section. If you have any advice for me on how I can go about protecting myself or deal with this crazy woman, because she can be nothing but crazy. I don't know you, you don't know me. I don't know if she mix me up with somebody. Like, So let me know in the comment section, and if you've ever had to report anything to the police in Japan, how did you go about it? Any advice would be welcomed. I'm gonna contact my embassy. I'm gonna let my company know. Yeah, I'm gonna send an email to them, and I'm gonna have to write a formal email. And right now I'm just in, storytelling mode. So yeah, let me know, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.